I shall make it so.
You spend your whole life thinking you're a giant. And one day that fella shows up at your fortress.
That was awfully profound.
Scurriers in my keep, make ready to be crushed, vermin of Eothas! You felled her, and her dragon? Then the Bathor will decide your fate.
It shall open to me. It's done.
That looks like something.
As you learn. There we are. It shall open to me. I can get it done.
Think it suits me?
Who's right primed for a bashing?
I shall make it so.
Supposing this volcano blows, What are the odds any of us but Gone survives it?
We should move quickly. Always seemed real cold to me for a fire.
Kith, how is it you have come to be here? Nay, it is of little matter. And to do that without my permission, you would need to triumph over the Rithum. I concede to your point. Eothas deserves death, not words. The Defiler God has brought water. What is your relation to Eothas, if not to act with him against Margaret? Your blood boils with anger than you two have cause against Eothas, as we do. We are prepared to assault Eothas at the base of the Maw. The shrine will lower us to the sacred Ardra Pillar, where the embodied god now gluts himself. Even if I believe, we guard this. Thus the shrine lies dormant, locked without the talk of our High Priestess. The Brenthis is the talk's rightful bearer, but she has yet to return. I heard shouts of your triumph preceding you. It would seem you are unparalleled among your kind. You are without the Brenthis, so I must assume she has returned to the ever... What became of the Ancient? Jorda Fairless? Triumph will be nigh
What makes you think something happened?
For what do you look at me? Look to the captain, I say.
Blame the captain, motherfucker.
You will answer me, Kith, without trickery or lies. Impossible! A flame as bright as the Ancients cannot be so easily. I was a fool for trusting you! Have you any fathom of the doom you have wrought us? You shall explain, or forthwith perish on the end of my mace! The Ancients attacked them? The dragon could be fierce and unrelenting indeed, but I trusted the Brenthis' power would... How disturbing and unfortunate. We've no choice, despite the odds. We'll attack. If this is to be our last stand, we must prepare ourselves. Either for victory, you've earned the right to Fire Shrine, with the talk of the Ether Flame. But we cannot join you as yet, in facing the
Watcher, the time does not allow for... Even now, Eothas gains strength from the spire. What progress have you to report? Then they will burn to ash and return to the mud kiln from whence they came. Presently, I shall erupt this volcano, and with it, consume Eothas. I suggest you retreat if you at all value your mortal form. I formed the Rithum to serve, to ward against Kith in order to safeguard Ukaizo. Now the sacrifice is not without honor. Fare thee on, Watcher. My con-
Let's see first. This is really done nicely.
You're certain he wanted us all to come?
Have you ever seen anything so awe-inspiring? Behold the power of my god.
Watcher, I wasn't sure you'd make it. But there is enough of you in... Some would say it's because you have a strong soul. Great deeds come easily to one so... Or have you become great because of what has been thrust upon you? Watcher of Cadnua. Herald of Berith. Hound...
Oh my god. You're really...
I see you, Shoti. I am glad that we could meet. Even if it...
This is really happening, right? Gone. Your humble priestess is before you. Please, tell me what you require of me. How do I save more lost...
I know that you have undertaken a noble mission. But I will tell you what I told the Watcher. You need not fear for the lost souls of... As for you, Watcher, why is it you believe you have made it this far? As would we all. But you have come a great distance for answer.
That we have. And I got a request. Down here. Gone. Look how full my lantern is. I've been...
My dear Shodi, I do not mean to diminish your presence here. She alone was tasked with pursuing me. The gods have placed her in this fire. It is only right that we speak together now. No, not now. Not in your lifetime. Perhaps in 100 a penance paid in full, noted by none. That would be my absolution.
You're just gonna wait for us to forget what you did? How about you start by giving back the souls you took? Or maybe by apologizing to every one of your followers. You owe this Watcher here. You owe my brother Woden, and every last one of... And you owe me. I never asked you for much, but you owe me...
I cannot atone for my mistakes with words alone, Adair. I know this now. It is why I began this journey, but you have come here for other answers. Why I have returned, where I am going. Am I answering to you, or to Berith? And it would seem even she whose presence shakes the heart of this mountain needs to know. Margaret fears what I will do, just as she feared what I would do in the Deerwood. But this time, there is no power on Eora or in all of hell to stop me. Understand that what I'm saying is neither a boast, it is the clearest statement of truth I can give you. Give Berith, in the hopes of dissuading you from taking actions that may harm others. Yes, I am sacrificing lives from this generation. The other gods may be willing to make similar sacrifices. I am going to force gods and mortals alike to open their eyes to one another. And all the powers of hell cannot drive me. It seems my sister does not like the sound of that. A fair request. I suppose your time is more limited. I want to return the gods to our original purpose. And to allow mortals to worship us.
Shodi gasps sharply. For once, too stunned to blurt out a response. Her eyes are wild, with too much white showing.
Whatever you're doing, there's gotta be a...
When I entered Widewin, I did so with the intention of illuminating. I wanted to show all the nations of the Eastern Reach the machines we had used to create ourselves. How we had hidden our true nature from mortals But even if I had succeeded, my words would have been easy to deny. Belief creates the foundation upon which a mind's react. Some minds can never let go of that foundation. They would rather hold tight to the world in their mind than accept what they're being told. It is what we have tasked them with. Even their clumsiest attempts to cloud the truth can be easily accepted by those who want death. And so have the gods, with their help, maintained this illusion for hundreds of But even a beautiful illusion is still a lie, obfuscating reality even as it points to a The time has come for a new covenant between gods and mortals. I will leave this place and go to the lost city the Huana call Ukaizo. It is there that all souls pass through the machines of the gods, where all souls pass into the beyond before beginning their next life. When I reach that place, I will find our great machines and tear them to pieces. I will smash and when my work is done...
More destruction. You're tearing the whole world apart because you can't make peace among...
Adair, there will never be peace among mortals, so long as they are unwittingly manipulated. The divine enslavement that Whitaker reveres perpetuates ignorance, chaos, and violence across... I only wish to destroy the darkness that surrounds the gods, that you may better see us for what we are.
Get it.
I admit that's not the response I expected, especially given the volcano erupting around us. Still, I'm surprised Magrin is reacting this way. I would have thought she would appreciate a trial of this magnitude. Both gods and mortals alike rely on the wheel. We depend on it for the souls that give us power. Mortals depend on it for the lives of future generations. We will fail together or move forward together. Either ending is preferable to the cycle we...
Dawn, wait! Before it's too late, you gotta take the souls I harvested for...
They are not for me to take. Shodi, you are their guardian now. You are their protector. Once again, the gods have put you in a precarious position, Watcher. Considering all the troubles I have put you through, the least I can do is protect you from the wrath Magrin has intended for me. For your sake, I will ignore that. Brace yourself, Watcher.
Guys and gals, we are literally being touched by that...
Hey, Eothas, we're not done here. Maybe you can't be stopped. But on behalf of everyone you trampled, betrayed, and ignored...
Perhaps we will meet again, Adair.
Eothas's great hand floats away from the luminous Audra pillar. As it pulls back, for a brief moment you see a golden tether flash into existence between the pillar and the great Titan's back. When the Audra fingers gently cradle you, there is first a sensation of warmth, but it is your soul glides amid the many trapped with Eothas. As your brilliant form passes by them, they call and reach out for help. Below Eothas's body, your attention returns to the heart of Eothas's body. Deep within the whirling masses of souls, you again sense your own presence, the fragment that was taken from you. This time, we are together again. Are you ready to be together again? Are you certain? Since we've parted, you've become someone else. And when we join, your senses yank back to your body, still in Eothas's hand. There is light, sunlight. He has emerged from Ashen Maw, the rim of the volcano and the great keep of the Rathun collapsing behind him. The Audra is barely visible through the thick lava covering. The ocean is gone, water sucked away, leaving only the bare seabed glistening in an ominous silence. You summon the strength to turn your head. Through the cracks in the great god's fingers, you see a wall of water. The wave slams into Eothas. His hand closes, protecting you from... You are back inside him, Are you still the same Watcher who returned the lost souls of the Deerwood to their intended bodies? A light shines within the soul as it observes you. Waiting. Good. Then this should be easy. You feel cool air, seawater. The back of your mind pulls your attention back to your body. Eothas stands amid the now calm waves. Kraken futilely clinging to his limbs as he gingerly sets down your ship with one hand. He carefully opens his other, setting your body on the deck. As your head comes to rest, some of us is lost to him. Fragments and the empty spaces between them. They will always be a part of him. But we are still us. The soul rushes toward you, flying into you with ferocious speed. You are thrust back through the Audra, out of the palm of Eothas' hand. You can feel the sensation of your skin, the warmth of the Audra, but you are not fully in control. The other soul struggles to reach the surface of the body's consciousness, but you pull it down. Entangled, you float in a dark, boundless expanse. The more you fight each other, the closer you become, until somehow, through the distant window of your eyes, you see Eothas push slowly against your ship. Though his touch is light, it is still the touch of a god. The ship lurches, rapidly tearing across the water southward. His hand pulls away from your ship's wake, his body straightening, towering overhead. The volcanic rock, now cooled and gently steaming, sloughs from his body as he moves. The Audra
Tell them what you have witnessed, Watcher.
The windows of your eyes retreat into the distance. The fragment of your soul is so close to you in the darkness that you can't tell if Eothas is going to Ukaiza. He's going to stop the wheel. Eothas is going. The words repeat in your mind until they become an incessant, meaningless mantra. Involuntary meditation in the emptiness of your unconscious. When the words finally dissolve and become part of the darkness, you see a pinpoint of light. You no longer sense the... As you come closer, the light becomes two blurry spots of radiance. You settle in behind your eyes and feel your lips already moving, mumbling. Around your body you sense familiar scents and sounds.
Are we simply going to wait? What if she never wakes up?
Are those frilled collars stuffed in your ears? If the Watcher's mumblings are right, then Eothas is marching on Ukaizo. He's seizing power from the very gods who betrayed him. Destroying the wheel to make is a coup, and we have to muster the strength to stop.
The unraveling of Kohopa from Tangaloa is our greatest test from the gods, I say. We must live to deserve the world they make for. You bear witness to the work of the gods. It seems they are not finished with...
You look about as befuddled as I feel, Watcher.
Join our talks, I say. Rational discussion will gust away the ominous smoke, right? The Deadfire is no stranger to cataclysm. We can survive. For what else did the gods place us here? We who have ships and resources enough to make it...
What we need is brass. Rawatai has ships and cannons aplenty, but the only way I'm sending them is...
Ships have formed a blockade around Queen's Birth. Their commander demands parley with Serpent's...
What? But what about our ships?
For what do our enemies paint a target on their hull? This is a stirring... Send word to my water shapers to drain the sea around the flagship. I would...
My queen! They fly the colors of pirate!
Well, What have we here?
Here's my captain. Oh, whatever. I'm not gonna try to pronounce that.
Forgive me, Lovesome, but it looks like you're having a party.
You painted vagrants are a plague on my tribes. Why?
You should be asking yourself how they got in here in the first...
Oh, I do love when they squabble. We've bigger fish to fry. Now everyone just calm down. I promise we won't fire on you at this time. Unless firstly provoked. That is, until once we've safely absconded from the city, back to the... Then all bets are off again.
Yes, well, if you have a point, pirate, I suggest you reach...
We're supposed to take a bunch of
Right you are. I'm here because I've got questions, ones that can't wait. And the Lovesome Watcher's the only one likely to answer them nicely.
Do you think so little of our chances? The Huana are built. Deadfire's last cataclysm stripped the
Ukaizo? What's the lost city of gold got to do with a god on a rampage? Well, fuck, if that doesn't put things into perspective. But what's that even mean in the long run? Folks who die won't be coming back again. Dark and foreboding sounding. I mean, I like the idea of pirating throughout the Great Beyond as much as the next gal. But if, say, I got no awareness after I die, does it even...
Ak, of course you have no interest past that of your eye. Let us speak now of what can be done. Must be done. Watcher, you know best of all of us what our options are. But Watcher, you must have some
We have to act quickly. Defending our ships are fast and well-equipped. We could sail to the edge of Andra's mortar. See if Eothas' passage... Of course, finding Ukaizo once we're through is another matter. That's so. You just might...
We speak of collectively sailing for Andra's mortar, but this crown will not support any plan that... It is for this moment that the gods test me. Anyone who seeks to cross Andra's mortar will learn that the gates of Ukaizo are the end of compromise with the Huana.
I think I'm getting the gist. While these witless princocks go at each other's throats, we Principi will... Whatever Eothas is seeking in those ruins, we'll find it. And then we'll sell it to the highest bidder. That, or me and mine will have front row seats to the end.
If the Huana cannot take back our beginning, then our end fast approaches. The gods will judge us by our...
Are you going to guard it as closely as you've guarded your palace today? Ukaizo was yours once, and you lost it. Meanwhile, we will help the Watchers stop Eothas. But we will not leave our country's future in soft...
Watcher, there are two kinds of people in the Deadfire. Those who have called it home. With Ukaizo under our control, the Huana would restore order as it...
Order. And the only question is whether it will be the order of ignorance and tradition, or else the secrets to be found in Ukaizo could elevate us all beyond the telling. I will...
Watcher, I say the time to play at freelancing is at an end. Any of us could get you to Ukaizo, but only...
Let's speak, Watcher, while we have the chance.
A word? You came to the Deadfire for your own reasons. The problem... We both know the burden of being looked to as a source of hope. What say? Oh no? You have not been the savior of an archipelago as long as some of us. Ikera, all the powers of the Deadfire have their eyes on the Watcher of Cadnua. Tell me, is the Watcher watching anyone? Ah, so innocence and piety inflamed your desire. A pity you did not glance in my direction sooner, Captain. The pain of a...
All this chasing after Eothas. It's brought back memories of just how scared everyone was. Everybody put on a brave face, made all these claims about what they'd do when they met a god in battle. There was no sadder sight than a group of us talking big, trying to outdo one another. Even the fella that led us, he used to say he knew all these different ways you could kill a god, if you were. So of course at night he'd grind his teeth so hard it sounded like he was chewing rocks. In case you were curious if he really had it in him. See, when you say it, I'm more inclined to believe it. Or at least to believe you believe. Point being, the prospect of facing a god makes cowards of most all of us. Now, here I am again. Some ways I feel the same. Edgy, sick in my... Might be because of you. Reckon I haven't. You could have let it all end back at Cadnua, or even Gilded Vale. But you're still going, even knowing where we're headed. Haven't forgot who you... Sure, you got a bit of a temper on you. Doesn't mean... There's part of me thinks we aren't gonna make it out of this. When I get to thinking like that, it... What do you think? We gonna survive all this? Whether or not I believe it, I like it just the same. I go back and forth myself. Every time we see one of those big footprints, it reminds me not to get too excited. There's a good chance we die out here, halfway across the world from anywhere I ever called home. But if I can face it like you, maybe it doesn't matter. I mean it. Don't know where I'd be right now if you hadn't... Something else I wanted to ask you. It's about Alava's boy. Well, I was thinking. It didn't seem like there was anyone even noticed he left to join that cult. I expect if he's left as he is, could be things don't... I thought... Maybe when we're done with all this, I was thinking maybe I should go back there. You, got any thoughts on that? Yeah, I don't think I'd feel right if all I did was to leave him the same way. Guess I might be staying in Deadfire a little... Anyway, I'll tell you what, though. I'm not one for big... But I'm gonna beat up as many people and monsters as it takes to get you your life back.
I say it is not every day that a ship pulls into port from Margaret's teeth. You are not. Our enemies scramble for Kaizo, dropping all pretense of strategy in their panic and haste.